For decades, holding a U.S. passport was a symbol of global access. It represented freedom of movement and opened doors to countless opportunities. The ability to travel freely was a point of pride for Americans, a testament to the nation's standing in the world. However, in recent years, the power and prestige associated with the U.S. passport have diminished. The once coveted document no longer guarantees the same level of travel freedom it once did. As the global landscape shifts, Americans are facing increasing restrictions and barriers to entry in countries around the world. The decline of the U.S. passport is a complex issue with far-reaching implications. It reflects changing geopolitical realities, evolving diplomatic relations, and a growing trend of nationalism worldwide. Understanding the reasons behind this decline is crucial for American citizens, policymakers, and businesses alike. The Henley Passport Index provides a compelling snapshot of global mobility trends. This index ranks passports based on the number of destinations their holders can access without a prior visa. The higher a country ranks, the greater the travel freedom enjoyed by its citizens. In recent years, the U.S. passport has experienced a notable decline in the Henley Passport Index. Once holding a solid position among the top-ranked passports, the U.S. has slipped from second place to ninth place over the past decade. This drop signals a shrinking world for American travelers, who now face more visa requirements and restrictions than ever before. While the U.S. passport still provides access to a significant number of countries, its declining power is undeniable. A key factor contributing to the U.S. passport's decline is the principle of reciprocity, or lack thereof. Reciprocity in visa policies means that countries grant equal visa privileges to each other's citizens. When a country offers visa-free access to another nation, it generally expects the same treatment in return. The U.S., however, maintains a relatively restrictive visa policy compared to other developed nations. The Henley Openness Index, which ranks countries based on how many nationalities they allow in visa-free, places the U.S. at a lowly 84th position. This ranking underscores the disparity between the travel freedom enjoyed by Americans and the restrictions imposed on citizens of other nations. This lack of reciprocity plays a significant role in diminishing the power of the U.S. passport. When the U.S. restricts entry to citizens of other countries, those countries are less likely to extend visa-free privileges to Americans. Section 4. Passport Powerhouses. A look at the top rankings. In contrast to the U.S. passport's decline, several countries have emerged as global leaders in travel freedom. Asian nations in particular have made remarkable strides in securing visa-free access for their citizens. Singapore currently holds the top spot on the Henley Passport Index, with its citizens enjoying visa-free access to an impressive 193 destinations worldwide. Japan and South Korea are close behind, each offering visa-free travel to 190 destinations. These countries' strong diplomatic ties, economic influence, and positive global reputations have contributed to their high rankings. European nations also dominate the top tier of the index, with several countries granting their citizens visa-free access to 189 destinations. This freedom of movement reflects the close cooperation and integration within the European Union. Section 5. The price of isolation. How U.S. policies impact travel freedom. The decline of the U.S. passport is not merely a matter of shifting global dynamics, it is also a consequence of deliberate policy choices, the rise of nationalist sentiment and the pursuit of America. First, policies have contributed to a more inward-looking approach to foreign relations. This shift has had unintended consequences for the power of the U.S. passport. Annie Pforzheimer, a former U.S. diplomat and expert on foreign policy, argues that isolationist policies can negatively impact a country's standing in the world, including the power of its passport. When the U.S. prioritizes its own interests above international cooperation, it risks damaging relationships with other nations. This can lead to a decline in reciprocal visa agreements and diminished travel freedom for American citizens. Section 6. A future of restricted access emerging visa requirements. The trend of increasing visa requirements for U.S. passport holders shows no signs of abating. In recent years, several countries have implemented or announced plans to introduce new visa policies that will directly impact American travelers. These policies often involve additional costs, paperwork, and processing times, making international travel more cumbersome and expensive for U.S. citizens. For instance, starting in April 2025, Brazil will reinstate visa requirements for U.S. citizens, requiring Americans to obtain a visa before traveling to the South American nation. This new policy comes with an estimated cost of $80 per visa, adding a financial burden to those wishing to visit Brazil. Similarly, the United Kingdom implemented an electronic travel authorization system in January 2025, requiring visitors from visa waiver countries, including the U.S., to pay a £10 fee for pre-travel authorization. Section 7. Navigating a changing landscape. Implications for American travelers. The declining power of the U.S. passport has significant implications for American travelers. As visa requirements increase and travel becomes more restricted, Americans may face new challenges in navigating the global landscape. Understanding these challenges and adapting to the changing realities of international travel will be crucial for both leisure and business travelers alike. The need to obtain visas, pay additional fees, and navigate complex bureaucratic procedures can add significant costs and logistical hurdles to international travel. This can be particularly challenging for individuals and families on a budget, potentially limiting their ability to experience different cultures and connect with people from around the world. Moreover, the decline of the U.S. passport may have broader implications for America's global standing and influence. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel to get our next video on American influence, or lack of it, in the world by 2050.